Hello everybody, I'm going to be hosting another World's Greatest Trainer Tournament on Pokemon Battle Revolution, just like I did on Pokemon Stadium 2. But this time, it will be subscriber teams, and I want you to take part. In Pokemon Battle Revolution, Pokemon up to 4th Gen are allowed to take part. Please note that the Rotom forms are not available, only base Rotom, as well as Shaymin Sky is also unavailable. I do have a custom Rotom Wash, but it does not have water typing as those forms don't exist in Revolution. If you're interested in entering a tournament, entry is pretty simple. Post your teams in the comments down below with the moves and items you want on your Pokemon, and nicknames as well if you wish, as some are personal to some players, and it makes their Pokemon unique. However, I must make sure this is Adamant. No overly explicit or racist names. However, before you do so, please listen to the rest of this video for the rules of who is allowed and who isn't, as well as some extra bits of information that you need to know. If you also look in the comment section, the rules will also be written there, so if you need a refresher, you can just go there and see what's allowed and what's not. In terms of banned Pokemon, they are as follows: Mewtwo, Mew, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Rayquaza, Groudon, Cresselia, Darkrai, Palkia, Kyogre, Dialga, and Giratina are all banned. Most of these are Uber Pokemon for a reason, as legendaries like these are simply very powerful, and the game can become unbalanced through certain sets these mons can learn, which will stump other Pokemon from being able to have fun in the tournament, and that is why I've made this ruling. Nobody wants to bring mons that they truly love just to a tournament, see how far they can get, and then they just see a team of legendaries in front of them, stopping them, and there's nothing their team can really do about it. However, that does not mean all legendaries are banned, however. Some that can be in OU are allowed, but there is a rule surrounding this as well. There is one legendary slot per team, if you choose to bring one. When it comes to the legendary birds, dogs, Reggies, etc., they are allowed with a limit of one per team only, for fairness and balance. So either one bird, one dog, Reggie, Latias, Latios, etc, etc. If you choose one of these Pokemon, however, you cannot then choose another. For example, if you pick Articuno, all other legendaries are now not allowed on your team. For balance and fairness, so the choice is yours on which one you pick if you choose to bring one at all. Another rule is no duplicates. No duplicate Pokemon are allowed. You have one of the Pokemon you want and no more. This keeps people from being silly and bringing something like 6 chances to the tournament. Or maybe somebody wants to bring 6 Delibirds or throw presents at people. This is supposed to be a tournament. Fun is allowed, of course, but doing duplicate stuff like that, it kind of breaks the whole spirit of what the tournament's supposed to be about. And that's to see who's the world's greatest. If you bring in a silly gimmick team like that to the tournament, people are going to be like, what the hell's going on here? I came here to battle people. I'm expecting to have some fun and a challenge at the same time. See if my team can truly make it. I don't feel like that's in spirit of the tournament if you're doing silly stuff like that. Another important rule to note is one team per subscriber. I will only accept one submitted team per person, so choose one team only to represent you. This is so it's fair and no player has 20 entries in the tournament, trying to rig the system and increase the chance they will win. Battles will also take place on Pokemon Battle Revolution in a 6 vs 6 format, with singles as the battle type. Sadly, I don't have the ability to Wi-Fi battle on here. I will do what I did previously in Stadium 2, where I spin the wheel and I'll control one of the teams and the CPU will control the other. In terms of items are allowed but the limit of one unique item per each Pokemon. For example, you can't have leftovers on more than one Pokemon, so choose wisely. If you do not submit items for your Pokemon to hold, I will manually add some myself based on my choice and preference. If it's not the item you want, there's not much you can do if you don't submit your team with the items you want. I sadly can't read your mind if you don't tell me. The same also goes for moves. If you want specific moves on your Pokemon, they must be legal moves. Event moves are allowed and legal as long as it was obtainable in 4th Gen or a previous generation. I will verify these event moves and other moves to make sure they are legal within Gen 4. Also, tell me what moves you want in your team to have, or I will use the ones I have in my box as a placeholder with their movesets I have in my box. Again, if you don't tell me what moves you want, I can't read your mind, so make sure you do so or it may have moves you don't want. With that said, I will also be taking part in this tournament, and I'll be bringing my OG Gen 1 team that I won the last tournament with. We'll see if they can really hold up in the later generations, or whether they can still bring me to be champion once again. Let's see who can dethrone me, eh? I look forward to it. With that said, those are the parameters to enter the tournament. I wish you the best of luck, and may the winner be the very best. Or should I say, the world's greatest.
I'm the champion. You better watch your step. Cause once I'm through with you, there'll be nothing left. I will watch you break. You don't have what it takes. The many long nights training with no breaks. This is what it takes. Make no mistake. You gotta want it more, or suffer a sad fate.